Well, the North Gauteng High Court has found that President Cyril Ramaphosa's recognition of King Misuzulu KaZwelithini in terms of the Leadership Act is unlawful and invalid. It says the judgment isn't about who should be AmaZulu King. The court was asked to determine whether King Misuzulu had been appointed in terms of the Zulu custom, and secondly, whether the president had correctly recognized the king in terms of the Leadership Act. Well, for more on the court ruling, we are joined by the SABC's Simpiwe Makanya in Mpangeni. In fact, he will join us a little bit later on. We'll talk to Prince Mbonisi Zulu right now. Good evening to you and welcome, Prince. Thank you very much for your time tonight. Love to hear your reaction, your thoughts on the scope of this one. This is Prince Mbonisi Zulu fighting for his legitimacy in a sense. Has that quest been bolstered by this court decision?
Are you talking to me now, right now, my sister?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Can you hear me correctly? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, please do go ahead and welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me. My name is Prince Mbonisi Zulu, the King, rather the late King. Well, from what you've just said to the nation or to the listeners or to the viewers, one has to come clearly by understanding that you are the family, the royal family, that has got things that they do on their own, which has to be mandated by themselves. I don't speak on myself, but I also speak on behalf of the royal family with regards to the outcome of what you've just read from the media, stating what the concept is, from being who's supposed to be and is invalid for our present moment, to say we are now having problems. But the outcome of the matter is it's being handled by the legal people on our side to talk about what has happened. So for me, I'm being mandated by the family to say that we will sit down, whatever outcome the members of the legal team will come and address us, what was the outcome of the whole issue regarding the matter that has been brought into court.
How does the family feel as a whole, Prince Zulu, given, as I mentioned in that question, this long journey for recognition?
Well, my understanding is that it has been a long journey that have been expecting the way things have been happening. But as I've just said to you, legal things are being handled by people that are recognized by the law. So for me, I'm being mandated for the family. We're waiting for the legal team to address us the outcome of today's verdict.
What do you understand tonight, Prince Zulu? We've had a few analysts and our political editor comment on this one about the state of the Zulu throne tonight. While you are waiting for those interpretations from your legal team, do you understand this judgment today to suggest that the throne tonight is in fact without a king?
As I've just mentioned to you that, and to the listeners and the viewers, to say, I don't have any mandate from the royal family to say this is the situation, whether we do have. This was a legal matter. That's why it was brought to court. So, as I was just saying to you, that we're waiting for the legal team to address us, because there are legal terms that we cannot understand, where the family has to listen to the legal team to say what is the way forward. We're waiting for the family to decide.
It is a big night, though, Prince Zulu, in terms of what that judgment talks about, that which is actually the order that your family and of course Prince Mbonisi Zulu was looking for, that the president had acted hastily in certifying Misuzulu as king before issues, with the royal family nomination process had been concluded. So there's a lot that will be decided in terms of what happens going forward, I imagine, with these types of processes. How big a moment is this in terms of the legacy then of the Zulu nation and particularly the royal house?
I'm glad you're mentioning the nation of the Zulu royal family, the nation at large, to talk about themselves. Because we've got so many stakeholders who are concerned about what has been happening in our country and in our kingdom. Because one cannot come and say, as you are just on the radio to say, this is how we feel, this is how we feel. The family has to decide what they've heard coming from the High Court, and let's decide, and then I'll be let to know, and then say, this is what the family is feeling.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us tonight. This is a momentous day. And as you say, you'll also be waiting to hear from the legal team exactly what this means practically for what happens in the next steps, particularly, I suppose, if there's going to be something of a legal challenge to this. Prince Mbonisi Zulu speaking to us in the aftermath of this judgment.